Well, my wife is Carrie is class of 1998, graduated as a classics major from St. Anselm, and has always had this kind of dual interest in the classics and in theater, and in the many places that those overlap. So we've worked in the Greeks. In fact, we did a whole season of Greek theater, and we've worked with Greek plays or plays adapted, based on Greek plays for a number of years. Coming to the Antigone was interesting because we had decided on the burial at Thebes literally about 24 hours before Professor Ann Norton, emailed us and asked if we would do a version of the Antigone. So it was a very a synchronistic moment for us where we thought, oh my goodness, we want to do this version of Antigone, and here we're being approached by St. A's to do a version of Antigone, so it felt like it was the right thing to do.
For me, I think, as I think about it, I apart from reading, is this true? I had been in a production of Lysistrata some years ago, which was a Greek comedy. But my first experience acting in a Greek tragedy, I think, was Agamemnon, which we did in 2011. And there, we were working with a great adaptation that really brought home the way in which there's a sort of plot, and the plot also serves as a metaphor for deeper human problems. Mm-hmm. And I think Antigone works the same way, and Burial at Thebes works the same way. Yeah. So a couple of years ago when Matt said, let's do it, I was excited to get back to that kind of theater, that less naturalistic, more elemental theater experience.
And did you immediately center on Seamus Heaney's production? I think that was in 2004 it first came out. And
we did, yeah. We have in our house a about 7-foot tall bookcase that's filled with play scripts, and both the Cura Troy and the Burial at Thebes are two of them that we've looked at for years, and we came to the idea of Burial at Thebes. One of the major reasons, to be honest, to explore the Antigone was that we were just a couple months removed from the Boston Marathon bombings, and there was a lot of news about Tamerlan Tsarnaev, who had died and wasn't being buried. They couldn't find somebody to accept the body, and so he was actually. A woman from Virginia drove up to Boston and accepted the body, and he's buried now in Virginia. But so often when we explore the classics, we find that these themes that were, this is a 2,500-year-old play, and here in 2013 at the time, we're having some of those same conversations. And so I think we always look for relevance when we're working with the classics, and you don't usually have to look very hard. We're constantly finding places. Peter mentioned the Agamemnon. We presented the Agamemnon. It opened on September 11th, 2011, 10-year anniversary of the attacks in New York and in D.C. And the first line of the Agamemnon is 10 years since. And so we really had to grapple with, we're doing this play on the 10-year anniversary, and the first line of the show is 10 years since. And we're finding time and again when we approach the classics that kind of relevance, that overlap with contemporary events, and that's one thing that we always want modern audiences to understand, is that we're not doing them as time capsule pieces. We're doing them because